yes, the open road, heading north to the picturesque Bribie Island. Here we are crossing the Pumicestone Passage, and what a remarkable day it is. The sun's shining, lovely puffy white clouds, perfect blue sky, and even the traffic hasn't been too bad either. There's a whole bunch of majestic sailing boats and random pleasure craft off to our right there, and here on our left, even more majestic sailing boats and random pleasure craft going about their business. The sun's gleaming off the water, and in the distance we see the Glasshouse Mountains of Doom, none of which has anything to do with today. No sirree, we're going to put all these cars through their paces in the Hughes Garage Time Trialathon. One of these cars will be crowned the new king of the garage, so let's get into it. First competitor of this event, the mighty Chevrolet Corvette C8R. Let's see what they can do.
3, 2, 1, go.
And we're off to a good start. It should be noted that the Corvette is running standard Carrera tyres. That's the first lap down. So far, so good. Another lap down. Going well. Oh no! They've come off again and oh dear. And again!
Suffering from Carrera Standard Tyre Syndrome. Where's that Johnny Hobby when we need him?
You said it. Okay, last lap. We were going to do some 10-lap trials, but it was going to take a little bit too long, so we've kept it to a nice tidy 5 laps. Oh, and he's come off again. Good grief. Not a good run. And he's over the line. Let's check the scoreboard and see how the Corvette went. 11.714. Not too bad.
Tried my best, but those tyres are just, wow.
Next up, we have the Audi R8 LMS. This should be interesting.
2, 1, go.
Now, once again, this Audi is running standard Carrera tyres. And we're already having troubles. A little bit sluggish on the track there. And again. Not too happy. Alright, picking up some speed there. That's looking good. Let's have a look at the overhead view. Yeah, not bad at all. Much better. Oh, another mishap. Final lap. Can we make it over the line? Yes, there we go. Okay, let's check the board. What? Oh, that's disappointing. 12.625.
Not fair, those slippy, slidey Carrera tyres just don't grip the road.
Next up, a Lamborghini Huracan GT3.
3, 2, 1, go.
Looking good. Now the Lamborghini is running Quick Slick tyres. That's a silicon compound. Clearly already outclassing those previous 2 competitors. Looking sensational out there. Looking good on the overhead view. Really tearing up the track. Great driving. Wow. No incidents yet, but let's not speak too soon, eh? Wow. Final lap. Lamborghini's looking so good. This will be interesting. Yes. Okay, let's see those results. This should be good. 10.8. That's a very respectable time, but I must admit I was expecting better. Running next on the course, the Ford Mustang GTY.
3, 2, 1, go!
Off like a shot. Now this Mustang is also running standard Carrera tyres. You just can't find quick slicks for these. The Mustangs have a larger wheel. Not a bad first lap. Looking good on the overhead view. Looking very good, actually. Nice. Oh, and Predator Gorge claims another victim. Come on, keep it together. I'm a huge fan of the Mustang. Be nice to see a good time. One more lap. Oh, not again. That's got to be disappointing. Oh, no. It's all falling apart for the Mustang. And let's have a look at the board. 11.894. That's the second slowest lap of the day.
Well, once again, the slippy slidey tyres really ended that race in a hurry.
Next on the track, the BMW M4 GT3.
3, 2, 1, go!
Okay, this GT3 is running Quick Slicks tyres, extra firm, I believe. And you can see an improvement to the handling right off the bat. It's tearing up the track right from the start.
What was that?
Yeah, there was a weird pause up in the mountain. Might have seen something. Different view here. And that's looking impressive. Very nice driving. Oh yeah. Absolutely flying around that outside. Looking very, very good. Oh,
he crashed.
Spoke too soon.
What a spectacular roll.
It was indeed. But let's finish this. That's looking great. Here we come. Done. Very impressive. Now let's take a look at the board and see what we already know. Yep, 10.768, the fastest lap of the day. Very well done. Next up, Ferrari 488 GT3.
3, 2, 1, go!
Okay, that was a pretty good run from the BMW team. But I got a feeling this Ferrari's going to show them a thing or two. Look at that. Ferrari absolutely tearing it up. This is impressive. Great driving. But would we expect anything less? That is insanely good driving. Well done, Ferrari. Last lap. And we're done, just like that. A very classy run from the Ferrari. Let's check the board. 10.320, the fastest lap of the day yet again. Well done.
Ferrari. There is no substitute.
Next up, the mighty Porsche 911 RSR. Clearly a crowd favourite.
3,
Yes, they certainly did give a mighty cheer for this Porsche. Off to a good start. Seems a little sluggish though. This Porsche is also running some quick slick tyres. Maybe he's just warming up. Yeah, looks like it. Picking up speed. Getting comfortable. Nice. Looking like a dream run for the Porsche. But can he improve that time? Can the Porsche beat the Ferrari? And we're done. Let's check that board. Very good driving. Yes, he's done it. 9.973. Take that, Ferrari.
Porsche, there is no substitute.
Next up, we have the Audi R8 LMS GT3. This'll be good.
3, 2, 1, go!
Yeah, nice start. This Audi is running quick slicks. Yeah, very fast first lap. The overhead view is revealing the speed that this thing is moving. It is absolutely killing it. This has got to be the best one of the day so far. But let's not jinx it. Nice view from this angle. Ripping through Predator Gorge. Absolutely flying. This car is amazing. I'm in awe. That was a great run. Amazing run from the Audi. And a 9.468. Wow, sub 10 seconds and the best lap time of the day. Do we have a new king?
Audi, there is no substitute.
Next on the course, the BMW M4 DTM, number 16.
3, 2, 1, go!
Okay, this is the first of the DTM BMWs. This one's running quick slicks, and he's already looking great. Wow, that was a very quick first lap. But can he keep it up? Looking even better than the Audi. Absolutely flying. Oh, we've got a mishap.
Damage.
Oh, and some damage to the tyre wall. Not good. Can he pick it up? Yep, back into the pace. Looking very good. Oh, he's come off again.
Bit of a
Pushing
fail.
it to the limit. Just went a little bit too far. Okay, a couple of unfortunate mishaps for the number 16 car, but let's check the board. Whoa, 9.864, a sub 10 second lap time. Very impressive, despite a disappointing run.
Yeah, there was a few mishaps, but we still managed to run a sub 10 second lap time. That's pretty good.
Next on the course, we have the Ford GT, number 66.
3, 2, 1, go!
Off like a shot. This Ford GT is running Quick Slicks tyres, firm compound, I believe. It's also running the Slot Invasion USA performance guides, as are most of the cars today. It is absolutely flying. Now, this particular model slot car has a reputation for de-slotting and slipping and sliding and coming off the track. Not a very popular car, but just a couple of little mods and it becomes a monster, as you can see here. Look at it go. Absolutely flying. Oh, damn it. We're over the line and finished. Well, let's see what the Ford did. Holy moly, 9.376, the best time of the day and a new record for the garage. Amazing. We have a new king.
Ford GT.
Next up, the BMW M4 DTM Red Bull.
3, 2, 1, go!
And we're expecting some big things from this car. It's running quick slicks, extra firm tyres, and it's also running a Piranha Power performance motor. This should be very interesting. Running very smooth so far, looking good. Oh, very quick down the main straight there. Looking good, but they're going to have to pick up the pace if they're going to catch that Ford GT. Okay, final lap. Oh no.
Oh, we've had a crash.
Yeah, probably a little bit overpowered for these turns. Yeah, he's lost his mojo. Oh dear. Very unfortunate. Over the line. A disappointing run for the Red Bull team. Let's check the board. Wow, despite those issues, they still managed to run a 9.805 sub 10 second lap time. No win today, but very promising.
Yeah, what can I say? She's just too overpowered. Frickin' car thinks she's a jet fighter.
Next up, the current king of the garage, BMW M4 DTM Whitman.
3, 2, 1, go!
Okay, here we are at the business end of this time trialathon. The king has got off to a good start. Nice, comfortable first lap, but he's really got to pick up the pace if he's going to catch that Ford GT. Definitely got his work cut out for him. Looking good. Holding the road superbly. No issues yet, but let's not jinx it. Definitely picking up the pace. It's gonna be close. And just like that, 5 laps down. Wow. Now, is he still the king, or do we have a new king of the garage? Yes, he's done it! 9.233. He maintains his crown. The BMW M4 DTM is still the king.
Yep. We will never be defeated. You can quote me on that.
Yes, indeed, a worthy win for the BMW team. And now it's time for...
Where's Betty? Where did that girl go?
Our girl Betty is usually very punctual and reliable, but early today, she just suddenly disappeared. And no one's seen her since. Can you help us find Betty? She's got to be somewhere. Keep your eyes peeled. Okay, where could she be? She's not along there. Not on the bridge. Not there. Not up on the lookout. Nope. No, can't see her anywhere. Where are you, Betty? Where are you hiding? Not out by the bloody pool again, I hope. Still can't see her. She's got to be here somewhere. What was that? Slow down a bit. Hang on, hang on. There she is! And oh my god! Betty's been bitten on the arse by a T-Rex! How did that get here? Well, maybe they wandered down from the mountains of doom. You know what they say, build it and they will come. But not to worry, the ambulance is here. Betty'll be okay now. She will, won't she? Oh, poor Betty. It's okay, everyone. They fixed her up great, put a great big band-aid on her and filled her full of drugs till she was all fuzzy. As for those pesky dinosaurs, we'll have to keep an eye on those two. I get the feeling they're going to be more trouble than an Amber Heard in a luxury bedding store. Yeah, that's real trouble.
nothing quite like rocking out on a Les Paul. And even better, there's nothing quite like actually plugging it into the Marshall so we can hear what the thing sounds like. Never mind, let's have a look at this track. Okay, so I have got several subscribers who have asked me if I would show how this track is put together, because they would love to make their own version of it, or copy it verbatim, or whatever they're, thinking of doing. So I don't actually use a track planner as such, and I certainly don't need one because, as you can see, my layout is complete. So if anybody has got nothing better to do, if you're watching this and you happen to have a track planner and you're really bored at the moment, well, not at this moment, probably about 10 minutes ago, half an hour ago, you were really bored up until you started watching this video. Let's face it. Yeah. If you've got nothing better to do, how would you like to enter all this data into your track planner and then take a snapshot, a screenshot of it, and send it through on the email? And I'll put it up on the screen at another time so people can copy the track. What I do suspect, though, if you do try to input all this information into a track planner, I suspect it won't actually resolve. The track won't actually, when the two ends meet, they won't actually connect. Because I say that because when I put this track together, if you have a look at the line of that track there, you'll see it slowly gets closer and closer and closer. It should be perfectly parallel. And that's because I dragged it over slightly to get it to connect here. This was where the two ends met. And as you can see, it's worked out. It's not exactly correct, but it has worked out. There's no pieces of track coming apart that I can see. But I suspect if you were to put this into a track planner, it might not actually conform. Be interesting to see that. Another interesting thing would be to figure out or discover how long this track actually is, because I have no idea how many feet or meters long the track is. I've never bothered to work it out. So let's start at this corner here, which we've called the magnetic racing corner. So starting here, marked by the Carrera Bridge, we've got a standard straight. Next, we've got another standard straight, which is one of these pit lane straights, and we've got the entrance into the pit lane. And then we've got another 1, 2, 3 standard straights. Then we've got the start finish, the control unit. We've got another standard straight, followed by another standard straight length. You've got the single lane pit piece and the exit of the pit lane. Then we have another standard straight, one more standard straight, which is part of the Carrera start light thing. And then this is important. This is a 3/4. No, it's not a 3/4. That's a 1/3 straight. I've got 1/4, 1/3, and I've got a 3/4. I've got 4 3/4. You'll see as we go. So what's that in total in terms of length? We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 standard straights plus a 1/3 straight. And this leads us into 1, 2, and 3 R2 or 230 curves. This is our first bend. It's a bit more gentle than your typical overly tight 160. So 3 of those. Then we've got another standard straight, and then another 2 standard straights, which are actually this lane changer. Now, if you've just come out of the pits, this lets you get back to the outside lane if you so desired. Now we have another 3 230 curves. And then underneath here, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 standard straights. Then this is a 3/4 straight. These are bundled with the hairpin turn sets. So 1 3/4 snuck in there. Then we've got the half of the overpass set. So 1, 2 standard straights equivalent length, followed by another 1, 2 standard straights. Now at this point, we've got the dreaded 160 curves. We've got two of those, and right hidden in here is another 1/3 straight. You get two of these in a box. After that, we've got another 1, 2 standard straights. A third standard straight is the first part of the lane changer there. Two 160 curves, one of them being the other half of the lane changer. And then we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 standard straights over that bridge. And now we've got a third 1/3 straight. Another piece of 160 curve. And now we've got 1, 2 standard straights. We've got a double lane change here, so that's 3, 4 standard straight lengths plus a fifth one. So 5 standard straight lengths along there. Now we've got 1, 2, 160 curves, another single standard straight on its own. Or we'll go this way. We've got 1, 2 160s, and a third 160 going the opposite way. 1, 2 standard straights. Now we've got the other half of that overpass bridge set. So 1, 2 standard straights there. That's a total of 1, 2, 3, 4. Underneath we've got a fifth and a sixth standard straight. This is where we hit a 230 bend. Very important. Then a one more standard straight there. Another 230, followed by a sneaky 1/4 straight. All right, and then that connects to the hairpin chicane set. It's 3 pieces. It is 160. Then connected directly to that on the way out, I've got another 230 curve, another standard straight. I think that piece there came with the pit lane set. It's got no dotted lines. I've sort of hidden it away. Then we've got another 230 curve there, followed by yet another 230 curve. A standard straight, one more 230 curve into a 3/4 straight. That is not a full straight, it's a 3/4. It's one of the ones that come with the hairpin turn set. I'm going to do a massive burp in a minute. Here we've hit some more tight bends. We've got a 160 going into 2 more 160s. Now this section I call the toe cutter, as a tribute to that character from the original Mad Max movie, because if you don't watch out, this bastard will get you. Yeah. You come out of that into a 3/4 straight. Again, that comes bundled with this hairpin chicane set. Then that connects to the actual 3-piece chicane itself. Then it's got the other 3/4 straight that comes with that set, followed by another full standard straight. This bend is another 160. I kind of wish I'd done 230s there, but yeah, live and learn. Now this romp home, we've got 1, 2 standard straights, another 2 standard straight lengths being the double changer here. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 standard straights. We've got the longer chicane here, so that's 7, 8 standard straight lengths. A 230 curve, fantastic. A 9th standard straight here. And then we're going into 2 more 230 curves, followed by 1 more standard straight, 1 more 230 curve, and then we've got that lane changer there, which is 1 standard straight length and a 160 curve, taking us back to the very beginning. And that is the layout. Now, a few things to discuss. I would suggest, if you're going to recreate this layout, consider upgrading all these 160 curve sections with at least 230 curve sections. Now, it might change where things sit. It might mean you might need some additional short length tracks to make it kind of work. But if I was going to do it again, like you've got to have some challenging points. And remember, this is a challenging track. This is something that you really need to consider before you do this. If you're just running standard Carrera tyres, you're not going to like this track. The cars will not stay on the road. They'll be slipping and sliding all over the place as you've seen them during time trials with those standard tyres. You definitely need to upgrade your tyres. I'm running silicone. I don't mind the silicone. I think they grip the best on this particular track. You do have to clean them often because they pick up everything. But look, if you're a lazy ass and you never clean anything, yeah, you're going to have issues. But if you're like a normal person, you'll clean your track. You'll clean your tyres. You'll clean the whole room while you're at it. You know, it works. Everything requires a little bit of maintenance. But this track with the right tyres and quite a bit of practice, it's very rewarding. It's a challenging track, but it can also be a very, very fast track once you know all the different turns and tricks and, you know, all the little idiosyncrasies that are hidden there. So there you go. Another idea I'd like to suggest to you is this. How about a mirror image version of this track? Let's flip it lengthways. Ready? Right, now this is going to be something completely different. We're in a mirror image version of reality now, but we still want to travel clockwise, but I've got to go that way. Let's have a look. Okay, here's our start. Imagine doing this layout as a mirror image. So we're heading clockwise still. These will be around the other way, of course. And imagine this being down the other end and that start light being here. And imagine this being not here, that's down the other end. Here's our 230 curves. But we're going clockwise. We're going around under the bridge, down that back, semi-back straight, around behind the cliff face, then under there, through our first hairpin turn, and then through the centre here, past the back of the pits, under another bridge, around through our next hairpin, around there. Now we're going to head up through the hills. Whoa, look at that. Up there, around there. Doesn't that look weird in a different in this version? Cross the bridge, the big one first, then these two, and then we're going to gun it all the way home once we come down there, flying down the hill, down under the main bridge there, all the way around the outside, and then yeah, we're back home. One lap complete. I don't know about you, but that looks pretty good. So there you go. Have fun copying the track, and I'd love to see a picture of what you end up with. Be very interesting. Well, that was a fun episode, a big episode. It took so much putting this together, I tell you. Wow. And this guy is still the king. Can you believe it? Amazing. But what lot of personal track records broken there for each of these cars, all these sub 10 second lap times. Amazing. The question is, will we ever get a sub 9 second? That would be incredible. So next episode, I'm expecting my latest magnetic racing delivery any moment, any day. So I think the next episode, what we'll do is a grand unboxing, because it's the Ferris wheel and a whole bunch of other things. And then in the episodes following that, we're going to put together this Ferris wheel. And not only are we going to put this thing together, we're going to do something special with it. We're going to do something different. We're going to take it to the next level. And it'll either be a triumph or a tragedy. We will see. So we'll see you next week. And in the meantime, keep on racing, keep on adventuring. And thanks again for watching. See you next week on Hughes Garage Slot Car Adventures. Yeah, sometimes late at night when everybody else is asleep, I like to sneak downstairs and have a little chat with Betty. She's quite the accomplished conversationalist. What? Hey, you said nobody'd see this. I don't talk to little plastic figures, honest. I never do. Never. Have we ever talked? Oh,